Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome back to another Industria development stream. It has been a very long time since we've done an Industria development stream, but they may be back, we will see, depending on how things go today. So yeah, we're basically going to get into it, and we will be discussing the Lumen depths at some point later during this stream. Because that is still Industria, for those who are not aware. Let's go ahead and just kind of get into it, I suppose. So effectively what I've been working on is a new dimension, and this dimension has currently 3 biomes, but it will have more. And I believe right now the biomes all look identical, so that's obviously not ideal, and that's something we're going to change today. And then also we are going to mess around with some structure things today as well. So nothing too crazy. We're not really doing anything tech related today. We may add an entity, maybe later. It depends how well the stream goes. We'll see, depending on the progress of the stream. But we may add an entity towards the latter half of the stream. But we're going to start with some dimension stuff. So initially, I have to fix an issue I have, which is apparently you can't data gen dimensions, which is weird. I don't know why that's the case, but that's just not the case. That just is the case. We will see that if I run this, it will tell me the exact error. But it will basically say dimensions are not supported or something. I don't remember the exact error message. We'll compile it and find out. And yeah, now it's... oh no, it's still compiling. Never mind. There you go. Now it's... nope. Yes, now it's... nope. Not running it yet. Now it's running it. Okay. It actually takes a while for it to error though. It doesn't do it immediately. So let's try and wait for this. And yeah, basically since dimension options aren't... yeah, here you go. So Minecraft colon dimension is not loaded from data packs. I don't know if that means what I don't know about this is, does that mean they shouldn't be loaded from data packs, or does that mean it's not being loaded from a data pack? I guess that's the question, and to answer it, I don't know. Because I do have the dimension type in here, and yeah, so I have all of that. It could maybe mean the latter, but I think this is being called, right? Yes, that is correct. And then if I look at... I mean, the other thing we could do... or can we? Can we? No, never mind. We can't do the other thing I was gonna say we could possibly do. Yeah, if I go into... not that. If I go into here... I am curious. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm curious if it's in here or not. It is in here. Okay. So I suspect that's probably where the error is actually being thrown from. Can we see? Presumably not. Would be my guess. It actually is being thrown from there. Okay. So it's basically saying you can't get or throw this. Yeah. So in order, well, solving that is kind of problematic, realistically, and is basically impossible as far as I'm aware. So what I can do, however, is I can... Ah, shit. I may have actually lost. So I think you can register chunk generators. I believe. Let me check. Maybe you can't. You can. So the reason I say that is because possibly we could just... Yeah, that might work. If we basically reference the type and these things inside of just a normal JSON file, that would probably work. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do... I think it's world gen dimension, but it might not be. I'm actually not sure. It might just be like that. I don't suppose I can bring them back. I did delete them. I originally had them in here. If I go local history, possibly I can bring them back. No, I cannot. It is a little bit annoying. Let's just check they are not somewhere living on GitHub. That would be great, but I don't think they are, if I recall correctly. Aha, it does. It does, in fact, live on GitHub. So that's actually great. That will work then. So I was correct. It is just /dimension. And then in here I have the Lumen depths.json. And then, yeah, this is just type. Industria colon the Lumen depths, and then the generator. I think I will have to specify the generator like this because, yeah, that's defined in here. So I can then say generator will be the type of Minecraft noise, and then it will be settings, Lumen depths, and then it will be biome source, type multi-noise, and then the biomes will be, hopefully this can be a string. If it can, then that means that I can just have this. I think I probably can. Possibly do this. Maybe. I hope so. Which means that I don't even need this, if that's the case, of course. Let me just check. That's fine. Okay, so I can, in theory, delete this class. Like that. And something in here is complaining. Yes, I am missing that. Okay. Yep. And then I can just get rid of that from here. And then I can also get rid of that from here. And that might work. Maybe. Hopefully it does. Let's see. Okay. We're about to find out. Hello Rat, welcome to the stream. If that did seem to work actually. So if I now go into data Industria and in world gen, we should now see, yes, here we go, multi noise. Oh, is that fine? Biome reset. Okay. That might not be fine. It has my density functions. We have the noise settings. Okay, but do we have, and kind of the most important, really, is the one that seems to be missing. This isn't going to work, right? That doesn't make any sense because it doesn't know what it's referring to. Let me have a look at this again. Maybe I did something wrong. I gave it an ID. Maybe that's why. Is that why? Create multi-noise biome source parameter list. Oh, that might be fine, actually. That's an ID, and then this is the biome source function. And I'm guessing that works, possibly, maybe. Let's try run the client and see. We'll find out pretty quickly. I have a feeling I have to register this somewhere. Actually, I can find out if I do this, find usages, and have a look at this. Okay, now where are you? Yeah, so there's this by identifier map. Which isn't working. So I think if I... Can you guys see the game or not? Yes, you can. That's fantastic. If I create a new world, so delete this one, create a new world. Okay, yeah, it didn't like that. And I presume that's because, yes, it's an unknown preset. Okay, so, and I assume that comes from this line right here. Would that be correct to assume? What classes? Multi-noise biome source parameter list, and it will be around 74. It won't probably be exactly 74. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it, but it should be in there. Caused by... I think it is coming from here. I believe. Oh, I guess it'll be coming from data result error. Right? No? Maybe not. Either way, what I have to do is I have to access this by identifier map. Easiest way to do that is to be lazy and just write an AW, which is what I'm going to do. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Also, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why this is done a new 2. That's obviously bugged out somewhere. And then basically what I will have to do is I will just have to, I guess, add this to the map. So I will have to do, once this loads, let's give it a second. So then I can do multi-noise biome source parameter list, presets, dot by identifier, dot Wait, look, we just need to know what kind of map is it though. Okay, there's no guarantee, but it might be mutable. So we will just do, if I put, I think that will work, and then I put ID and then that. Wait, is it by? It is. Okay. In that case, I'll have to do this. We can make that a bar in a second. Okay, so then I can just do dot var, place 2 occurrences, and then do like that, which should fix that, I believe. Has this been? Can we decompile this, please? Let's just let that decompile, and then we can run the game, and in theory, that should fix it. Okay, it's finished. I'll just let it index them as well, because this kind of lags out my PC a little bit. Nice. It still says new 2. Don't know why. It's fine though. Okay. Let's try and run it and see. This should work. And by the way, for anyone else who is doing dimensions, you don't need to do this. This whole, you don't need to data gen these. It's kind of unnecessary. I just prefer being able to do this than do JSON shenanigans. That's the only reason. But Miso does most of the work for you. So. Okay, we're going to try the exact same thing we did last time, which is just try and create a world. Create new world. We still get an error though. Interesting. Is it the same one? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, of course. Because this only runs in Bootstrap. Okay. Okay. Well. Wait, how does vanilla do this then? Because it requires the biome entry getter. So if we look at okay, this is basically impossible to look at now because there's a biome source function, I guess. So this looks correct though, doesn't it? It seems that the inner classes are gone. Well, what used to be here before, when I originally did this, was there was an inner class here. Or an anonymous class, I should say. Yeah. Which just somehow don't exist anymore, I guess. So I don't know what they looked like before. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, I guess you have the... Oh no, you have the biome entry getter there. So then the only thing is the biome map, which is these. I think that should be fine then, actually. So what I can do is I can create a method that will create the preset, So private static multi biome parameter list dot preset, which will be create preset like that, which will have that biome map. And then what we can do is we can have the public static final biome parameter dot presets, which will do that. And then basically all I need to do in here is put in the preset, which is the Lumen depth preset. And then all this needs to take in is the preset. Okay, and then do, which one is it? This one. So preset, get rid of that. Then this will just become that. So multi-biome parameter list dot presets dot by identifier dot put, and it will need to put in identifier. Okay, why isn't it like this? Because it doesn't need that. That's why. And that doesn't need that. Okay. I'm sorry, Wide. I didn't mean to surprise you again. But yes, this is a surprise Industria stream because there hasn't been one in a very long time. But since I've been working on it recently, I thought I might as well stream it. So that's what's happening. I may have just spilled water down myself. Last time I rage quitted, that is true. I did. And I have been rage quitting many times trying to get this to work as well. And I'm gonna rage quit if it doesn't work now. So let's see what happens. The only thing I know I will need to do is I will just need to have a load method, so like a public static void load. And then I just need to do that in the main class. So multi biome parameter source list dot list init dot load. I don't know why I called it load because it's called init. Okay, let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. I just want to get into the friggin' dimension. Okay. So let's create a new world and hopefully... Fuck you. No key preset in map like biomes. Not a JSON array. Lumen depths. Wait. Let me have a look. Not a key preset in map like. Huh? What? What do you mean not a key? What's wrong with that? Is this not possible? Is what I'm doing right now not possible? It might be. It actually very much might be. Okay. In that case, we can't do this via JSON, which is unfortunate, but fine. It's not the end of the world. It just means I need to do... I actually only have this, which is the old one. So we'll just need to modify that. And it's kind of fine, I guess. It just means I need to delete this class. So, delete. And I'm going to have to delete all of the references. So I'm going to have to go in here, and I'm going to have to delete this one. And then I'm going to have to go into the data gen as well. I'm going to have to delete that one, and then I'm going to have to go into the world generator, this one, and delete that. And I think I probably have to delete the generator. No, I don't think I have to do that actually. I might have to delete that. I probably shouldn't have just deleted that actually, because now I don't know what it was, and I need to look at what it was. Okay, let's undo. Oh shit, I can't undo it. GG. GG. Okay, hopefully it's in local history. They say it's in local history. Oh. Has to be in local history. No, not that one. Not that one. Nope, I may have actually just deleted it. Like, gone. Is it gone? I think so. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. That's definitely not annoying. Okay. That's definitely not annoying. Wait. Wait. All may not be lost. I might be able to get it back from Misode, because I think Misode actually stores it in your local storage. And if that's true, then I can just get it back. Let's see, world gen, and what was it? It was the dimension type. It's this, right? No, it's not this. It's this. No. Wait, what the fuck is this? Wait, what the fuck is the difference between? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Not those. Oh, no, it was in here. I'm just an idiot. So what's this? This is just dimension. So that's actually called dimension options, but I don't have it in here. I have the old one in there. Okay. Well, basically what I have to do is I have to add a new value for all the other biomes. Which means I have to come up with the values again, and I kind of just came up with random things last time. Okay, actually, you know what I can do? I can plonk this in Misode, and then I need the names of the biomes. So if I go into here, we have Reactor Basin, and we have Luminous Grove. Okay, unfortunately, Misode doesn't show me the friggin' biome distribution because it doesn't think they're real biomes, I guess. Oh no, it's because it doesn't have the settings. Because it doesn't have the settings. Which I think these are chunk generator settings, which is hopefully, unless it's this one, might be this one. Okay, wait, this is missing my density functions as well. So let me I might be able to get this to work. I just have to create all the ones that it thinks don't exist. Just that one. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, and then I need to go. Oh god lord, this is so confusing. Okay, I've got my density function. How do I save it? But I forget how you use Misode. There's a way to like save save as. Okay, and then oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I guess you guys can watch what I'm doing. If I go world gen and then back into noise settings. Okay, that's just that didn't work. This is the noise settings though. Okay, why the friggity fuck not, bro? That is a thing. Okay, fine. All I have to do then where is it? Final density. I just have to replace this with my density function, which is this one. I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna set it to 0. This is also not what the dimension looks like. I've obviously fucked something up somewhere. Am I wasting my time? Do I just go back to what I had before? Maybe. Wait, I can't because now I've lost that, haven't I? Oh shit. I have lost that, haven't I? I think. Okay, we're kind of back to square one because I accidentally deleted that. Which is kind of annoying. I mean, this is close, but it's just not quite correct because somewhere in here it should have the one that references this one. It actually definitely should have that because I did that in the code. This is why you don't data gen these things, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. This is not how you're meant to do things, I believe. And if I can revert it, I will. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. So yeah, that's that. Right. So this is this is this one, and that's referenced somewhere. Yeah, here. So the Y clamp gradient should be multiplied with Lumen caves. I don't think it is though. Oh, I see what it's done. It hasn't just referenced. Okay, what I thought it would do is I thought it would just reference the one that I told it to. But I think it's actually just inserted it in here. In theory, this is the exact same as this. Is it? I think so. I replaced those. Oh shit. Oh shit, I've messed up brackets. God, I hate brackets. Okay, I should be able to find... Okay, so it matches with this one. That's why. Okay, that should work then. If I then get rid of that... And then... Actually, I can keep my density functions in there. Now that I think about it. I just have to reference them. Which I think I can do by using a string. I think I can just do Industria, Lumen, caves. And then I'm just going to delete these. And then I'm going to put them in here. So you know, I'm just going to go back to what I had before, which is doing these all manually. Because clearly this is not working. Just so... Density underscore function. New file. Lumen depth.json. This goes in there. And then in the noise... Is this the torture you have to go through these days to make a dimension? Yes, it is. And it is hell. I do not advise. Actual hell. Where's the... Wait. Okay, no, that's fine. So that's using my density function. That's fine. Okay, I don't think I have to change this. I think this is all fine. Which is good. So the only thing I have to get rid of is this, because I don't want this anymore. So I will get rid of that. Density function, go into the world generator, density function, and then go into density function init, delete that. Okay. Because that's basically the things that are not working. So if I now go into... Oh, right, we were doing the... Right, we were doing the... Not the noise settings, the other one. This one. Oh, right, and the issue is because it doesn't have the settings file. I see. Can I just use, for now, overworld? Okay. And that's because they're all the same, right? So if I do 0.5... Okay, there you go. Okay. So reactor basin, I do want to be a higher temperature. I want it to be like 0.7, and I want humidity maybe 0.8. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe like 0.4. Continentalness, I don't really know what to do with these ones. Maybe like 0.3, 0.0375. Weirdness. Erosion 0.1 maybe. I'm just kind of putting random values, to be honest. I want this to have a low temperature and like a high humidity, maybe. Or not like super high, that's probably too high. Let's do 3. Okay, fine, not too high then. I want it to be a little more like... I want it to be a little more joined than this. try like 0.25 maybe, or maybe just 0. Okay, 125 I think is fine. And then maybe like 0.1 there. No, that's weird. I don't actually know what continentalness means, admittedly. So weirdness, I want like not weird. Okay, that did the opposite of what I thought it was gonna do. Oh right, because this needs to be a really small value, I think, from what I recall. Yeah, I don't know what that does. I'm just gonna leave it at 0. Okay, I don't know what depth does. Okay, it just makes it bigger, I guess. Okay, so maybe I'll make this a little bit bigger as well, like. Sure. I don't know. I think this is probably fine. Now I can obviously add more biomes in the future. Let me modify this one as well, actually. Let me do -0.3. Humidity 0.5 maybe. Okay, no, that's made this. Is it this one? No, it's made this one way too big. Probably because of the depth, isn't it? It's because they have the same temperature. I guess the humidity is different. So let's make this like -0.5 then. And then the humidity like 0.6. See, I can't have a really high humidity though. Okay, that's okay. I mean, it's hard to say until you're in the game, realistically. But I think that's probably fine. Yeah, I would say that's fine. So let's go into here and do that. And then let's just run data gen just to get rid of anything that shouldn't be there anymore. And then oh shit. Yeah. Prom key wasn't a super complex method, if I remember correctly. I think it was pretty simple. I can try and replicate it. I think it returned a density function types dot registry entry holder, like that. Only problem is this doesn't exist, but I think I can probably get that by just doing registry key dot of registry keys dot density function, and then do industria.id the lumen depths, and I think that will basically give us the same thing it had before. Let's see. Uh-oh. Unreferenced key. The Lumen depths. That shouldn't be the case. It's right there. Unless this isn't the correct place for it, but I think it is. I'm pretty sure that is the correct place. Trying to see if it was in my changes, but it is not, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not. Unreferenced key. What does that one mean again? Maybe it doesn't mean what I think it means. No, I think it does mean what I think. It means it doesn't exist, right? I believe. Maybe I have to just make this as like a field or something. I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense, but I know what I'm thinking. Of a density function. The Lumen depth density is that. And then just replace it in there, maybe. Actually, is this actually 2 folders? Probably check. It is. Okay. Let's see if that fixes it. I don't think it will, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, guys. Let me just try and like run it and just kind of ignore that for a second and see if what we currently have works, because maybe I'm just failing to, like, maybe that's not what you're meant to do, but I thought it was. But maybe because it's not registered in the same way, maybe it just doesn't like that. Try and create a world. It says unbound values, Lumen caves. Interesting. Where's that coming from? Is that from here? No. Where's that being referenced? In here? Oh. Right. And I deleted that one. Why did I delete that one? There's a mega question. Why did I delete that one? I still have it in here, right? Please? Maybe? Ah, shit. Wait, it might be on my clipboard. Is it on my clipboard? Yes, it is. It very much is. There we go. No, don't do that. I need to create a new one. Okay. It's a good start. Okay, let's do Industria, dim, Lumen depths, and let's have a look what it does. What does Sigma? Why does it look like the overworld? It shouldn't look like the overworld. I've obviously messed up something somewhere that has made it look like the overworld. What would that even be? Because it was fine. In fact, it kind of just is the overworld. This is grass and stone. I assume there's stone below it. Yeah, there is. Why has it done that? But it still has my structures? What biome am I in? Is it like a biome related thing, maybe? No, this is all the Lumen depths. All the Lumen depths. Let's do locate biome, Industria, reactor basin. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing, I think. Oh yes, biome is here. I see. I was looking here. Okay, but this is just the overworld. This hasn't worked for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I've changed, to be honest. Let me look at this again. Yeah, that's just InfiniBurn. That's fine. Noise settings. No, it would be the dimension. Probably. Oh, that's why. That's why. I forgot I changed that to get it to work on Misode. And because of that, yeah, okay. Let's try again. I knew it was something like that. I just wasn't sure exactly where it was or anything. Now, because I have changed that, these values are going to affect it slightly differently. But I don't think it should be anything major. We'll see. So let's do, yeah, single player. Let's delete this world, create new world. Let's do creative. Okay, then let's do Industria, TP dim, Lumen depths, and we'll probably spawn inside of a block because my TP command is suboptimal. Okay, admittedly, I don't see anything, and I don't think that's because nothing's generating. I think there is probably just nothing. Let me go up. I'm going up right now, by the way. You can't see that I'm going up, but... Okay, that means I've messed something up at some point. Because there should be air. You know, there should be gaps and caves and stuff. There is not. I don't know why. Is there any like errors in here or anything? Maybe. I think if there was, it would have thrown, right? And let's try like locate biome, Industria, Luminous Grove. Okay. So then let's try reactor basin. Okay, let's give it a second to like generate the blocks and stuff, because obviously. Okay. So what this means is that somehow I have genuinely just completely destroyed the actual generation. Let's have a look at the noise settings again. Okay. Bedrock. Yep. Maybe one of these is incorrect. It could be. It very much could be. I do actually have a copy of this one somewhere. Can I find it is the big question, though. Where would it be? Where would it be? Just trying to see. I know I have it somewhere. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Aha. Found it. Because I found the one I got it from originally. So let me just have a look. So I mean, I assume it's this, but it might not be this. Like, I could be incorrect assuming this. But it's a good thing to look at anyways, just in case I am correct. So it starts with a sequence, that's correct. And then inside the sequence we have a condition, which we have a not. and then we have a vertical gradient, which is below top 0. That's correct. And then we have the name, which is bedrock groove, and then we have true atom below 5. That's correct. And then we have block bedrock as well. Then we have another condition, which should be basically the same but inverted, which is the bottom. That looks to be fine. Let me just check the values, I guess. Above bottom 0, above bottom 5. Yes, that's fine. Okay, then we should have a sequence. So we have a condition, which is stone depth, false, 0, 0, floor. That's correct. And then that has another sequence, which should have another sequence, which is a condition, which is stone depth, false, 0, 0, ceiling. And then it's the block I want. And then... is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. And then it's the second block, which should be basically the one above it. That's fine. So it's not an issue with the surface rule. That means most probably it's an issue with my final density function, which I'm kind of surprised about. I thought that was fine. I don't want it to be an issue with that one because that's actually the most problematic. It's kind of like the hardest to get back because I don't have it anywhere. But I will have a look. So let me close everything. Okay. Yeah, so it's an issue with the density function. So let's have a look. So we start with a squeeze. Let me see if I can find, because obviously I used to have two. I used to have the cave one and the non-cave one. So let's first see if I can find the not cave one. Would be ideal. Yeah, so squeeze followed by interpolated, blend density, add 2.5 mul, y clamped gradient, which is from 0 from y negative 72 to value 1 to y negative 40. Those are correct. And then argument 2 is an add. Here I have negative 0.8. That's not correct. And actually that would probably fuck up the entire thing, that being incorrect. Oh wait, no, that's because this is actually the caves one, isn't it? 1 second, I do have the caves one. Okay, negative 0.8. Yes, that's correct, actually. And then it's mul of 0.8. And then add, and then mul, and then old blended noise. Smear of 8. XZ of 0.6. And then 120. And then 80. And then 0.25. Okay, these all look correct, though, which is really confusing. But we'll keep going because there could be like a single number somewhere could mess up the entire thing. So from y negative 64 to value 1 to y to 60, and then mul of 0.55, mul, shifted noise, cave layer, shift X. Aha! Aha! Found it! The shift Y is being set to shift Z rather than the shift Z being set to the shift C. So these are the wrong way around. That's why. Simple thing like that. It's actually as simple as that. So that needs to become 0.0, and then that needs to be Shift Z. And I think that's it. I think that's actually the only thing that was wrong. Y scale 0.35, XZ scale 0. Yep, that's it. I don't know how I'm going to fix that data gen issue though. I don't know. Maybe I'll just completely scrap the data gen for it, because it's just causing more problems than it's worth. Okay, so I have to delete that world because I need to regenerate the dimension. So let's create new world. And hopefully, if all goes well, we should... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that one. Oh, come on. Really? That wasn't it? I was so sure that was it. Okay, let me look through these ones again, because I didn't completely check that these ones were fine. So, shifted noise, cave layer, Shift X is Shift X, Shift Y is 0, Shift Z is Shift Z, XZ is 0, Y is 0.035, then argument 2 is shifted noise, spaghetti 2D, Shift X, Shift Y, Shift Z 0.10. I'm gonna put this density function in misode actually, because that will at least tell me if the density function is correct or not. Interesting. Yeah, misode is basically saying that it's not giving anything. It's just a complete blank thing. There's nothing there. So one of these values must still be incorrect. Damn it. What could be incorrect though? So we add -0.8. Maybe this is in the wrong place. No, it can't be, because I just checked that, didn't I? Right? Or am I missing something? Let's see what I had originally. So I'm missing a whole bunch of it, I think. If this is correct. I think I'm missing a whole bunch of it. Yeah. So, apparently... Where is it? So... It's this one, right? That's the problematic one. So I think it needs to be like this. Which has added how many layers of indentation? Or how many layers of brackets, I should say. In theory, 1, 2, 3. But I am missing argument 2, which will be there. So these will come out. There's the pink one, this one. 2, 3, 4. And then basically I should just be able to fill in the rest with these. think so. And then that should now be correct. So it should be negative 0.95, and then argument 2 is the... Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay. As I say, it's literally like single values in this can mess up the entire thing, so I'm not surprised I'm having so many problems with it. And no, before anyone asks, I do not know what any of this means. I just messed around and kind of got stuff copied and eventually kind of got something somewhat close to what I was looking for. Why am I in the void? Weird. How is that now messed up everything? Wait, how has that messed up everything? I'm a little bit confused. 9.5 and then it's this one. Interesting. I'm gonna copy this one into Misode then and see if that gives me anything. Yeah, so that means something is still incorrect. I don't know what though. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through and compare the whole thing again. Okay, so... Actually, you know what I can do? I messed up like you know what I think I've probably messed up. I think I've messed up, if anything, this. Let me wait. I should have that somewhere. So it's 8, and then the XC factor. Oh yes, I have these the wrong way around. That's 120. That's 0.6. And then do I have the other ones the wrong way around as well? 0.25, 80. No, those ones are correct. So that's probably messed up the entire thing, I imagine, has it? No, that actually isn't the issue. Have you had an awesome day? It has been alright. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's an awesome day. But yeah, it's been okay. Something's still wrong. And I think that's probably, like, does that actually change anything even? Wait, what the hell is happening? Did that even change anything? 120.6. Not really, to be honest. Maybe these are the wrong way around. 80. Okay, that also didn't change anything. So then that's not the issue, is it? Let's say 120. Wait, is that the right way around? No, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think that's the right way around. It must be something like this, maybe. Maybe the because it's the Y that's not working, right? It's the Y levels. So to me, that suggests that I've messed up something with the Y levels. So hopefully I can figure out what I messed up. And I have this written down actually as 0.03, but I don't think that would make a difference at all. Like at all. Wait, no, I don't have that as 0.3. What am I on about? I have that as... Oh yeah, I have that as 3.5. That's fine. That's all fine. That's fine. Shift Y is fine. Is it this one? Is it this Y clamped gradient? Maybe? Where did I have that as? Y clamped gradient. So that was 1, 210, 0, 320. 1, 210, 0, 320. Okay, is that the right order though? So from value 1, from Y to 10, to value 0, to Y 320. That's correct. Okay, there's another one as well. So 0, negative 72, 1, negative 40. Okay, let me have a look at... The only other thing is... The other thing. What's the other thing? The thing that references this, which is this, I believe. It's got min y as negative 64, height as 320. Is correct. I don't think that's an issue. Sea level negative 64. It just makes me think that maybe the surface rules are incorrect, but I don't think they could be. What level, what Y level are we at here? This is at 250. Yeah. And they're basically only going down to 240. 240. I referenced 240 somewhere, didn't I? I think. Didn't I reference 240 somewhere? In here? Or 210? There's 210 to... Oh, 210 to 320. That's not correct. It should be... Yeah, that's not correct. Is that what I had it as? That is what I had it as, but I don't think that's correct because it's not 320. Right? The height of the world is on 320. Well, the height is 320, but the like top Y position is 254 apparently. So why am I moving so friggin' fast? Stop. Yeah, 254. So I wonder if this is meant to be... I don't know. Is it the order of things? Like, does this need to be down at the bottom? Maybe? Let me copy what I had before, actually. Because I do have what I had before. So let me do this. Plonk that in. This is what I had before. And then I had the cave density. Now let me try and find the cave density one. Okay. So this one's the cave density. Maybe that just fixes it. Maybe there was a single value in there that will fix it. I don't know at this point. At this point, I am just guessing. So maybe it's that it's not like directly in there, but I don't think that would make a difference. Could it be anything in here? I don't think so. I think this looks normal. Only thing is, actually, this doesn't have that as -64. And the height is being set to 256 when the height is actually 320. Maybe that's why. Wait. What's the difference between height and logical height? I don't know. Does anyone know the difference? If anyone knows, let me know. But that actually could be the issue. That would be kind of crazy if it wasn't even in the files that I was looking in. I honestly wouldn't be surprised, admittedly, because like if it's not able to physically go down to -64, then possibly the noise is like not generating correctly or something. I don't know. I'm a noob at world gen, so I don't even really know what any of this means. Let's see if this makes a difference though. So we've changed two things. We'll see if either of them makes a difference or not. It may not do anything. It may do everything. Based on the fact that I'm falling straight away, I'm going to guess that, yes, I was correct. It hasn't done anything. If anything, it's actually made it worse somehow. I don't really know how. There is actually an ocean now. How is there an ocean? Why is there an ocean? Why is there an ocean? Oh, it's not an ocean. It's just... What? Wait, what Y level is this? This is -64. Huh. Is it the biomes? Could it be the biomes somehow? Like maybe something with the biomes is just like completely fucking it up. I don't know how that would be the case because I don't really know how they work, but originally I obviously only had a single biome. So maybe I'm going to copy it just for safekeeping. But if I remove that, and originally I just had all these values at 0. Maybe? If I build, I should just be able to build it and then create a new world, and that should work, in theory. It could be the biomes. I don't know. Does that make any sense for it to be the biomes? Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know that changing the heights was actually the correct thing to do, because I didn't have those as that before. But let's try. Delete, create new world, creative, yes. If this fixes it, I'm going to be a little bit confused and concerned and upset. Okay, it hasn't fixed it. It actually hasn't done anything, I don't think. Yeah, it hasn't. I genuinely, I don't know why it's doing this. It's so weird. It literally worked yesterday. But I can't get back what I had because I didn't commit it to GitHub because I'm an absolute idiot. Okay, let me bring back the biomes. I'm going to undo the changes I made to the dimension file. Because apparently those were not correct to do, even though they are the correct values. But I don't know. The point is, apparently those weren't what it was before. So I'm going to undo them. Okay. Let me build again. I don't know why it takes so long to save, by the way. It's really annoying. It must be... No, but it can't be anything to do with this. I'm a little bit lost, I'll be honest, guys. Because this is exactly what I had before, and yet it's not working. Like, am I missing something? Is there something somewhere that's different to what it was before? I had these before. Let me have a look at what this was before. Let's see. Where is it? I think I had this before. Did I not? Maybe not. Shift X, Shift Y, Shift Z. So those are correct. I'm just gonna quickly, I have it somewhere. I'm just gonna see if I can find it. Nope. no, no, no. Yes. Okay, so this one is temperature, so Minecraft temperature, and then Shift X, Shift Y is 0, Shift Z is Shift Z, XZ scale is 0.25, and then Y scale is 0. Vegetation, Shift X, 0, Shift Z, 0.25, 0. That's it. That's all it was before. You know what I'm gonna do? Maybe it's the surface rule, right? Like maybe, I don't know how that makes any sense, but maybe it's the surface rule. So I'm gonna try and copy the surface rule, and actually this will just be like the vanilla surface rule. So it's gonna be like stone and shit. So paste that in. Wait. I just noticed. Or am I crazy? Didn't I have? Never mind, I'm crazy. Never mind. Okay. I thought I read something completely different there. I thought I was onto something. I'm not, unfortunately. The other thing I can try, if this doesn't work, is what was I gonna try? I was gonna try moving the density function into here, like directly, rather than referencing it. In theory, that should not make a diddly squat of difference, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it could. It says I do actually need this in here. Maybe. I don't know. I would assume vanilla just defaults that to 0 anyways, but maybe not, I guess. It could also be that these are 0.0s and not 0, but I don't know. That would be very silly if that was the case. So I hope not. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, somewhat surprisingly, that kind of seems like it's made a difference. No? Do you guys not think that's made a difference? Like, I feel like it has. I feel like there's more. There's more here than there was before. Is the floor still here? No. Maybe there isn't more here. Maybe I'm just in a section that has more. Possibly. Yeah, I think I am, because over here it's sparser. So I don't think that's made actually any difference whatsoever. So let's undo those. It has to be something to do with the density function, I think. And I think if it's anything, it's probably this. Right? It has to be this, I feel like. Let me put this in Misode again. Right? If I change this to maybe like 120, does that make any difference? Okay, that does allow the bedrock to go. What if I do that? Okay, now the bedrock's gone. Okay. Interesting. So that allows the bedrock. I reckon something possibly is meant to be positive that was negative, or the other way round, maybe. Like the Y values, for example. This one is -72 and -40. Maybe this is meant to be -64 and like -20. Does that make any difference? No, it does not. It doesn't make any difference. What if it's meant to be... So this is the from Y. So I think that has to be bigger. If I do like that, does that make any difference? No. I kind of need to undo this. 1 second. How do I... It's kind of annoying that Miso doesn't let you undo things, huh? Okay, and what about the Y clamped gradient? The other one. That's 210 and 320. 210. Yeah, because I don't think that was actually solving anything. So add, and it adds -9.5. Okay, which is correct. This, and then before that one it adds 0.9375. Let's just try to change some things, like doing that. Okay. So to me, that suggests possibly that the issue is... Wait, is this it? No, I don't think so. Is that meant to be 2.5? No, that is not meant to be 2.5. It is add mol, that's correct. Add 2.5, that is correct, I think, unless it's meant to be negative, but I don't think it is. Nope. Blend density. Yep. Interpolated. Squeeze. That, I'm so confused. The issue must be down here. It must be. X factor, XE scale, mere scale, Y clamped gradient. If I do like 0.4 there, does that make any difference? No. Maybe it's this one? Let's have a look at this one, what I had this one set to. I feel like this one's just been let under the radar somewhat. Like, let's just try doing like that, for example. Does that do anything? No. Oh, well. No. I don't think so. Not really, no. Okay, let's try... So shifted noise, cave layer. Try like that. See if that does anything, I guess. Doesn't seem to be changing anything, which suggests to me that it's something further up. Maybe. But I don't know if that's how this works. Like if I change this up, does that do anything? No, now it just seems to be gone. So maybe change it down? No. But presumably that's because of this. Is that the correct assumption? That has to be negative too? But that doesn't seem to do anything either. Like it actually doesn't really matter what these values are, as long as they're the same, is what it seems like. And maybe the squeeze is not correct? Like maybe it shouldn't squeeze? I don't know. I can try. Okay, so that tells me it's nothing to do with the squeeze. Okay, but maybe this is how we can rule it out. Maybe we can just remove things until we find the one that basically fixes it. That's probably the way to do this. So then do that. It's the same. So then I get rid of this. It's exactly the same. Okay, let's just try argument 2, which I think is that one. Okay, well that's obviously going to do that because of the 2.5. Okay, so let's just try this one then. So we are how many in? 1, 2 in, I think. Is there? Is that correct? Or are we... We're just missing a single bracket, I think. Okay. There's something I just got rid of. Which is what? What did I just get rid of? This. This is what I got rid of. Well, yeah, this, basically, all of this. So, what that means to me... So why is that now at the bottom? Is that just bugging out? How do I go back to 0? Can I go back to 0, please? 3D. What the fuck? Top. Side. Okay, why has that just magically fixed itself? What has happened? Wait, you guys can't see. It somehow just magically fixed itself. I don't know how. I don't think I changed anything. I mean, it's not... I don't think it's like exactly correct. I don't think I changed anything though. Is that gonna fix it? Let me save and quit. And then create it. Does creating a new world even change anything? Like, do I need to actually reload the game? Because if I do, then maybe that's why it's not working anymore. I haven't thought about that. I might need to actually close the game. I thought you could just create a new world because I thought that's how it created the data packs, but maybe I'm incorrect. Let's just give it a quick try. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna relaunch the game and just see if that changes anything. Okay, so that is exactly the same. Okay, but we know that doesn't make sense though, because we know that it does make a difference, because it did just make a difference, because the colors are back. But according to Misode, it should work. So maybe that means the issue is not with this file after all. What do you have in mind with this dimension? So basically, do I want to give this away now? I think so. I think it's fair to give this away now. So the idea of the dimension basically is that it's a lost civilization. So you'll go there and you'll find old tech, right? So it'll be like old machines that are like probably actual machines that are in the mod, I guess. I don't entirely know exactly what machines will be there, but it'll be like old tech. So there'll be like an old civilization there, but there'll still be creatures there. So there's gonna be like dungeons and stuff. Maybe you'll have to solve puzzles. I don't know exactly how the dungeons are gonna work. But the kind of important thing is that you're going to find some entities there. I don't want to say entities, mobs. You'll find some mobs there that will be able to help you do things, is all I will say for now. I don't want to give that part away yet, but the dimension itself is basically meant to be like a lost civilization. So I want it to be like a big cave. Basically, the entire thing is like the Nether, I suppose. But like, there's going to be biomes which are like really tight caves, and there'll be like bridges across them. And then the big ball things, which you can see as well. But the balls are going to be like attached to the sides and stuff, is my plan. So that's kind of how it's gonna look. And then there's gonna be like some kind of big city type thing, of course, because there's civilization. So, but there won't be anything in it, because the entire point is that it's an old city, so there'll be nothing there. Or, well, nothing. I don't know. There might be things there, but there won't be what obviously used to be there. If I can even ever get this to work, that is, because apparently I just can't. I'm gonna try the thing I suggested, which is this. I don't think that's gonna make a difference, but I'm gonna try it. And then I'm gonna try put this in Misode and just see. Can I put this in Misode, or does this reference anything? I think that should be fine. If I put this in Misode. Oops, did I just close OBS? No, it's fine. Okay. So if I go in here and then go, I think dimension type. Dimension type is the one? No. I'm looking for chunk generator. I think. Wait. No. Noise settings. Noise settings. Okay. I'm going to put that in there. Interesting. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that's happening. Is it the height thing? Like, okay, if this is set to 0, because it is right now. And then the height, oh, I see. And the height is 256. It cuts it off, right? Which is why it's being cut off. And then there's still a layer of bedrock there. So if you come in here, you can still see there's bedrock. I see. Okay. Okay. So interesting. So negative 64 is correct, and 320 is correct. Wait, why is that now not working anymore? That was fine before. What? Wait, what? Wasn't that fine? Okay, this is just 0. I don't think that makes a difference, right? Like, if I do like 50. It doesn't change anything. I don't know what that does, admittedly. Let me try and change this value to like 0.5. Does that do anything? It does. What if I change it to 2? Oh. Interesting. Oh. Hello. It's this value is actually what's causing it. Because originally it was, I think, 0.975. But as soon as I start upping that value, that's being added to this. So 210, 320. Right, because that's too high. Right, so this needs to be now like 150 and 200 or something. Or 256, I guess. Well, no, because the height is 256. So it needs to be 256 negative 64 to 192 basically, and then this will come down to like 140 or something. I don't know, but this value is still the problem, I think. So if that's like 1.25, 1.35, 45, 1.8. That's kind of correct, but it needs to be like 170 or like 190. I mean, I could put that as high as I want, I guess. Now if I do like 300 there. Not 250 though, because that's too high, right? So 230, I guess. And then presumably that means there's still bedrock up there. Yes, there is. But maybe a little bit lower, so like 220. 225 maybe. Just 220. And then maybe we can mess around with these other values now. So like, can I change this to like 0.75? What does that do? Okay, so that does that. So I can probably get it back to exactly how I had it before by messing around with these enough. Okay, what is this value? Like if I do 0.4, Okay, that just... It doesn't like that. So I don't know what this is then. I see. So that... Okay, I see. I kind of see that one. Okay, this is too open though. So 0.8 was better with that one. Because that kind of tightens it up a little bit. And then... Yeah, kind of all the other values are fine, to be honest. Like, was this 975 before? No, I don't think it was. I could try like 0.9. That would tighten that up a little bit. I think is fine. I mean, maybe... How does it affect, like, down here? Not much. Actually, 9.95. A little bit better. And then what does this do? I forgot. Okay, not much. I think this is the... This is for, like, ledges, I think. Or, like, somewhat ledges. Like, not, like, massive ledges, I don't think. Oh, no. This was to, like join caves. I think. I don't know, actually. Initial density without jaggedness. Apparently that's just not a thing. Sure. What's this? Okay, so that just adds like a little bit of stuff, I guess. So what does this do? Anything? Sometimes you can just set it to a high number and you can see what it does, but I don't know what this is doing. I'm gonna leave it as what it was before. Because it doesn't seem to be doing anything, to be honest. I turn this down, see what that does. Don't really know. Like a lot of these values, it's really hard to see what it's actually doing, to be honest. I think this could maybe be a little bit smaller. Oh no, that widens it. Right. So like 0.9. And honestly, like, why? It's just a little bit too big. Like, I think this is basically like how the noise is like put into like cells and stuff. So I want. What does that do? Ooh, that's actually kind of a little bit closer to what I was looking for. I do that and then 70 maybe. Maybe a little bit lower, but like, yeah. So a little bit more spread out. 5.5 maybe. Do I prefer 5.5 or 6? I prefer 6. And I could even put this up a little bit higher. But that kind of crunches that a little bit, which I don't necessarily want. Because I need enough space to fit those big spheres in here. Otherwise that's not going to work. So it does have to be reasonably wide. I think 0.8 is... No, that's too big. But 0.9. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I'd like to get rid of these small little pockets, but I don't really care about it that much. Let's see what this value does again. Oh, right. So that's that one. Yeah, I think we just want that at 0.8. I don't think we want to change that at all. Yeah, that will tighten it even more. So we could obviously go higher and that tightens it a lot. It doesn't really help with the noise though. I think I added this one so that they connect a lot more often. So like if I did 7.5, they kind of all become a little bit connected. Whereas if I do 8, they disconnect. If I do like 7.75, probably a little bit of in between. Yeah. I think 8 is just the sweet spot for getting it to all connect, though. I guess these aren't still connecting, are they? Oh no, I'm thinking of it the wrong way around, I think. Yeah, because the higher it goes, it tightens. So I actually want like 7.25? No, that's too much. 3.5. 4.5. I'm just gonna end up at 5 again, aren't I? 5.5. 5.5 has a lot of straight lines. 4.5 is better. That cuts it up a little bit. And this is what I did to just get this originally. It's just messing around with these. I don't think I can change this, can I? Because if I change that, I actually kind of can, but like I can change it a little bit. But basically, if it's not the same as this, it goes a bit weird. If I change this one, maybe. Yeah, so that opens it a lot. And then if I went up, that tightens it a lot. I mean, those are massive changes as well, just for such the small numbers. I can do like that. But even that isn't quite a bit different. This I think is possibly fine. Can I go a little bit higher though? I see, so that brings up the bottom. Isn't necessarily what I want. What does that do? Okay, that flattens it. Like completely flattens it. Okay, what if I make this a bigger number then? Or like this I think should be like 100. Because obviously I don't want the bottom to be completely flat. So if I even go maybe 50 there. $90. And then did this at like 60. Negative 64 even. No, I can't do that because that gets rid of the bedrock. So it has to be higher than that. So like 54. Just make sure that doesn't break through. Actually, I think I had it as 64 before because I actually did want it to break through the bedrock sometimes. Yeah, because I wanted there to be a little bit of void underneath sometimes. Which is why I think I did do that originally. I don't know if I like that or not. So I think that's fine. Okay, and everything else I think will not really change anything. Like if I change this, it doesn't do anything. Because I think that's a biome thing. That just doesn't seem to do anything. A lot of these are only for like overworld settings. They just don't really do anything otherwise. That's not doing anything. Ridges? I think this one did something last time. No? I guess not. This didn't do anything, did it? Nope. It's really the final density function that does everything. Okay, now I kind of did want to modify the surface rule a little bit. Actually, we can do that later. Let's just test this first and see if we can actually get it to work again, because that'd be nice. So, noise settings. This is the generated stuff, though. Oh, but that's fine, isn't it? Right? Because is it? Yeah, the only thing I've changed is the final density function. So if I grab this back like that, and then go back into IntelliJ and plonk in this, and then give it a build, and then if I leave this world, you know what I'm realizing? It saves twice. Look at this. So it saves the chunks, then the player leaves the game, then it tries to save them again. I don't think that's normal. I don't think it normally does that. Right? Or does it? Maybe it does. But I feel like I've never seen that before. Maybe it's just because it's single player, though. And the only other time I would have seen this is multiplayer. Maybe. I don't know. But that doesn't feel normal. Yeah, spending a long time on the Lumen deck. Don't know why. Weird. Okay, so let's delete that world. Create a new one. Okay. No fucking way it hasn't done anything. What? It hasn't done anything. Like anything. What? Oh. Oh, that's why. Because this is using the final density inlined. Where it shouldn't be. It should be Industria : the Lumen depth. Let's save again and then try again. We got to get this to work today, guys. We have to. This is essential that we get this today. Game, can you save, please? Okay, this is not normal. It doesn't take this long in vanilla. There's something seriously wrong with Industria. I genuinely don't know what it is. I'm gonna guess maybe it's like the fluid pockets or something. I guess it could be pipes, but I don't have any pipes, so it shouldn't be the pipes. Admittedly, there shouldn't be any fluid pockets either, because... Although actually, fluid pockets... No, that doesn't make any sense. Are you done? Maybe. We're trying to test it, but the game is not saving. So... Oh! There you go! Okay, that took a long time. Like, that's kind of insane how long that took. Let's try it. I think it'll work. Pretty confident. Yeah, it's worked. There you go. There we go. We're back to how it was before. And hopefully, yes. Okay, these are still generating. That's good. And yeah, this is actually kind of what I wanted. I mean, it's not perfect to how I wanted it, but a lot of this will be biome dependent. Yeah, like I don't really want floating blocks like this. It's probably possible to fix that, but I don't know. What blocks are those? This is cyan wool and blue wool. Not anything exciting. White, sorry. Okay, but there should also be biomes here. So I think if we're in the Luminous Grove right now, if we fly around for a little bit, we should hopefully reach some other biomes as well. Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe not. That's concerning. There should be other biomes. Okay, there are other biomes, but they are very far away. Okay, I'm gonna have to modify that then. Yeah, obviously it looks exactly the same because I haven't modified anything. Which is kind of what I wanted to do today, but then I freaking fucked everything up. So, yeah, I mean, this is too open, to be honest. Like, all of this is way too open. I want this to be a lot tighter than this, but that's just kind of messing around with the values and hoping eventually it will work. I'm actually pretty happy these are all generating okay, though. I wasn't sure. Oh, okay, that shouldn't have happened. They're not meant to do that. I actually don't know how that's happened. Is that because it's... Huh, how has that happened? It shouldn't have done that because there's not air below it. Weird. They're not meant to do that. It's not like a big deal, admittedly. But yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, this one's not fine. This one is way too in the ground. They're also generating way too high up, and I think that's actually kind of the problem. Is that they're just generating too high up. They're not meant to only generate up there. That might be fixable though. Like very easily. I don't remember where. But somewhere I think there is a height thing. There's a white offset, but it chooses the height somewhere. Let me look at the structure class. So floating orb structure. Bottom Y. Oh, because it starts at the top. That's why. It starts at the top of the world and then goes down. So it's obviously going to find one near the top of the world first, right? Or more likely to. Yeah. So that's why. But it should... If it collides with something, it should just pick a different position. Yeah, because it takes 10 attempts to try and do it. Oh, I left some ChatGPT junk in here. What is this even for? I don't know. I don't think that's correct. Because it should go ahead and... Oh, no. That should have been correct. Well, this is the minimum pocket size, so it should... I see what it's doing. Well, I want it to basically be that times 2 then, right? So if we look at this should be sampled radius times 2. And then is pocket wide enough? We'll go into, you know, this also, by the way, should only happen once. Like it doesn't need to sample the radius every single time. It should only sample it once. Those ones are fine down there. Is pocket wide enough? This uses the actual radius, right? Yeah, okay. I don't remember how this works. I wrote a lot of this and then I asked ChatGPT to try and fix some of it. So now I don't know exactly what it's done. It is pretty... I don't think it's changed much, actually. This is not correct. That's why it's not working. Because it's sampling every half radius. Whereas it really just should be like 2. Right? Like... Or maybe 3. No, we'll go 2. I mean, that may get a little bit more laggy, but it will be better. The other thing we can do as well is we can do the surface builders, but we won't do that right now because of the data gen not working. And that kind of scuffs everything up with that, so... We'll have to see. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that's all fine. I actually don't think it even uses the Y offset, to be honest, but ah well. Yeah, this is obviously all data gen. So I'll see, eventually it's not going to be mossy cobblestone and cobblestone. That's just what I set it to right now, because I don't have any other blocks. But at some point I will. Just the problem with adding other blocks is that I need textures. So if I don't do that, then everything will just be a missing texture, which would make it really hard to tell what I'm actually looking at. Which is why I've done it like this for now. But yeah, if I can go into the same world, can't I? And then I can just TP far enough away and it should work. Okay, so hopefully I have it stored somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Give it a second. Hopefully, we should now find them a little bit lower down. That seems to be correct. That one's only colliding in this very bottom right corner, so that's fine. But we should be able to find some lower down, in theory, if I've done it correctly. This one's definitely a lot lower down. And it's only colliding once again in the corner. Wow, I am lagging. Whoa, I'm really lagging. Why am I lagging so much? It's probably because of the sampling. I I think my my sample rate of every 2 blocks is yeah, probably not correct. We can try like radius divided by 4. Because it has to get a column every time it's doing a sample, so that's not obviously not ideal. Obviously, ideally, I would sample for every single block, basically, in the entire circle's circumference, but I assume it is actually this that's causing that, right? Like if I put this back to radius divided by 2, presumably that fixes that, the lag. Not really, no. Actually, it's kind of not fixed it at all, so is that not the issue then? Why am I lagging so hard, bro? Is something else on my PC, like, destroying me right now? Okay. It may or may not be using 9.1 gigabytes of RAM right now. Look at this. Why is it using so much RAM? Is it, do I have a memory leak? Oh my god, we may have a memory leak. Look at it. We have a memory leak. Maybe that's why the game takes so long to save. Maybe that's why it can't save the world. Because maybe it's leaking memory. So it has to get rid of all of that RAM. All of that like 10 gigs of RAM. Where would I even be doing that though? I'm not doing anything. Like... I'm not storing that much data. Maybe it's because of... Maybe it's this. Like maybe taking a column sample stores it somewhere, meaning that like next time it gets it, it can just fetch it, right, instantly. And maybe, I guess... But then that'll be a Minecraft issue, right? If they're not clearing that, because obviously that should be cleared. I'll go like noise chunk generator. Sample height map. Column sample. What does it do with this? That value. Okay, I see what telepathic grunt was saying about this being computationally expensive. Like, look how much stuff this is doing. I don't know that that's necessarily the issue. I think I should also just remove this wire set, actually, because that's not helping. I mean, could it be the actual, like, structure itself? Like, is it storing all of this data per structure? Right? Because if it is, then yes, that's, like, a lot of data. Right? Oh, it seems to be fine now. I don't know how, it's still using 10.7 gigabytes. If I just fly like really fast, does it just use an insane amount of RAM? It's actually going down somehow. It's going down. If I stand still, it goes up? How does that make any sense? Presumably it's generating chunks right now. What's my render distance? Ah, that's why. Get out of here. Does that fix it? Kind of. Kind of. It helps. I don't necessarily know that it's fixed it, but... Okay, so let's try to set this back to, like, 2. I mean, this will tell us, right, if this makes it lag again, then it is the column samples that are being put in memory and not being cleared. It's lagging a little bit, but it's not quite the same. It's just lagging a little bit because it's got a lot of terrain to generate, if anything, right? I think that's probably what's happening. I mean, I can try this. It's always a good thing to try and test. And you gotta remember, I am streaming right now as well. So, like, and I have IntelliJ open. And I have GitHub Desktop, Spotify, my music thingy. I have my browser open with, like, 4 tabs. So I am kind of straining out my PC right now, to be fair. Okay, somehow that's made it worse. What? Okay, this one's fine. Like, this one's actually all good and dandy. This one is mostly fine. It's just on the very tippity tip it's touched it. But there should be more, like, further down. There aren't any, are there? Oh, there's one here. Okay. It is kind of working, then. Kind of. But, like, there's none, like, down here, which there should be. None in this massive space. It's weird. I don't know why. Because there's definitely space for it to find them. Like, it's not like there isn't space, because there is. Okay, it's not wide enough, it continues. I mean... Find large open pocket. Fix the sampled radius times 2. That's basically the height of the pocket it has to be, right? So it has to find continuous air that is greater than or equal to that height, right? I guess what it does... You know what the issue is? I think because the thing is, it's finding the first one in that chunk that is of that height, which there might be, right? Somewhere like let's try and find a good example. If I come up to the top here, right, it might find this and it might say like, okay, this is high enough, right? for it to fit. So it's going to find all of these positions which are high enough, but none of them will be wide enough. So it just disregards the entire chunk, rather than, I think, going down where it could find, I mean, not there. Well, I mean, actually, this chunk is actually terrible. But, okay, like here, for example, right? It could find this and go, oh, this is big enough. I think that's the problem. It's not doing that. Which is why we're not finding any down here, because it finds the space at the top, but then ignores anything that's lower down because it can't fit it at the top. I think that's probably the problem. Good topic. I think what it should do is it should find continuous air is greater than or equal. How does one fix that problem in world gen? I don't know. I think what I will have to do, I mean, maybe this, right? So this is where it finds the continuous air. It just picks the topmost one. So maybe what I could tell it to do is keep track of all the ones it finds and then just pick a random one. Maybe that's a better solution, right? So if I, instead of doing this, have a pocket top continuous air. If I change this to be like, I don't know, like, if I put these here and say pocket tops is equal to a new int array, right, of top y negative bottom y divided by min pocket height. I think I'll get the height, right? So int height. So then if I do that, that's basically the most it could fit. So then what I can do, continuous air is greater than or equal to min pocket height. See, then it just stops, right? So I think what I can do instead is I can say, how do I do this? I kind of have to rewrite this entire loop, right? I'm gonna ask Copilot to do it for me, because I'm feeling lazy today. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go inline chat, change this method so that it keeps track of all the continuous air pockets in the vertical column, and then picks a random one rather than going for the topmost one. Okay, it's made a list instead of an array. Sure, I guess. It just doesn't really matter, to be honest. Continuous air is greater than or equal to. What has it done then? Pockets to add a new air pocket. Okay, what? No. It. Well, I guess kind of, but like, no, that's not really what I wanted it to do. Oh, no, never mind. That's fine, because that's when it's no longer replaceable. That's in the else statement. So when it's no longer replaceable, then it okay, yes, that's correct. This might actually work. Might work. Let's just clean it up a little bit. That's obviously not ideal. And then get rid of these because obviously Copilot jank. Okay. It's pretty similar to what it was before, actually, which is good. That's what I wanted. Oh yeah, because it could reach the void, right? Which means that this else statement would never be hit, but there could still be continuous air. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Standard states context.random, which should be, yes, the Minecraft random, which is good. And then pocket.get random.next in pocket.size. Yeah, that should work. So can I hot swap that? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's now go into the game and TP. And hopefully, if it worked, we should now find them vertically everywhere. Now I'm kind of concerned because I now don't see any at all. Is there any like down here, or is there just like none in general? How would that have made it spawn none of them though? That doesn't make any sense. Can I do locate structure? Okay, the fact that it isn't immediately giving me a response is concerning. That means it's not generating any. And it still hasn't given me a response. That means it's still searching for a structure. Yeah. Chunks are not generating. The entire server has frozen whilst it is searching for the structure. That means, quite frankly, there isn't one. So somehow this has just completely balked it. I don't know how. Continuous error is equal to 0. So pockets. Yeah, okay, so it's found one pocket though. And every time I go into this, it should find multiple pockets. Yeah, it is. So almost every single time it's finding a pocket. But why is it not like it's obviously finding them, so why is it not generating them, I guess, is the question. Is the issue now in here, maybe? Right? If I do radius divided by 2 again. But that shouldn't be the issue. But sure, let's try it. Maybe it makes a difference, I don't know. I guess we can't try it because the server's overloaded. Try save and quit. So let's see if saving is any quicker, because it should be now. In theory. If that's what was causing it, of course. Which I don't know if it is. Why is Git using 800 megabytes of RAM? Did you guys see that? Okay, that was weird. Let's try and create a new world, maybe. immediately it's using 5 gigabytes of RAM. Immediately. I don't think when I play vanilla it uses 5 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't think it does though. But anyways, let's TP dim. Okay, let's do locate structure. Nothing. Absolute diddly squat. Interesting. It must be reaching this then, and it must just be like, what if I do this? What if I do that? Yeah, it's not generating them. Ever. Oh, well, that's because the server's dead now, though. To be fair. Like, it's never going to generate them now. Let's save and quit again, and then let's load back into that world. Okay, it's not even trying to save. Server is actually just dead, I guess. Which is weird. Oh, it found one. It found one. Look at that. It did actually find one. Like at the very end, I guess. Okay, what we can do is we can say placing floating orb at pockets at center. Like that. And that just means that we should be able to find them just through that. So I know what I'm doing. But generally it's not generating them, right? So I'm wondering if just this isn't working properly or something. Let's step into. Oh, my mouse has been locked again. So, oh, it's gonna do this again. Oh, good lord. I hate when it does this. Fucking pisses me off. Is it gonna do it? Oh, it's gonna do it again. Every single time I press step over, it brings my mouse back to friggin' Minecraft. So annoying. Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Okay. So check distance, blah blah blah. This equals radius divided by 2. So what's dx and that's supposed to be about. Okay, there must be a way to optimize this, I reckon. I might need to kidnap Basti again. I think I need to kidnap Basti again. Oh, I found one. Just column air between. So let's look at column. Well, I guess we can't. Air. Okay, wait, why is it between 106 and 164? What? That's not correct. Because that's never going to be true. Why is that? Why is it doing that? Is it because of these? It must be because of these, right? If I set these to 2. Does that fix it? Doesn't seem to, does it? But there's definitely space. I mean, there's so much space, right? But look how long I'm flying, and it's not generating any. None. Like, actually none. Actually zero. Maybe it didn't hot swap correctly. No, it did. It very much did. What have I changed? What have I changed? The only thing I've changed is this. So the only thing that should be different is that it should be finding more pockets. Right? I mean, that's the only difference. That's it. And if I go, well, what if I put it here? Fine, what if I put a breakpoint there? Right, so it finds a pocket between min y, blah blah blah. There's another one. There's another one. Another one. Okay, it found a null one. Sure. I mean, sometimes it's just not going to find one. I need to freaking minimize Minecraft again because it's... There you go, got it. So I found another one. Boom, boom. Boom. Yep, didn't find one. But it found one. Most of the time it's finding them. I wonder if it's ever just like it must be reaching this. You know what I can look at actually is what index are we on, right? Because this is a 4i loop. So what's the attempt? Attempt 2. Attempt 3. Attempt. So it's finding one every single attempt. Like, look, every single attempt. Attempt 1. Nope. Attempt 2. Nope. Attempt 3. Nope. Attempt 4. Nope. Attempt 5. Nope. Attempt 6. Nope. 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 Why? The issue can't be this, right? Maybe the issue is this, actually. Maybe the issue is this. It must be this. It has to be that, actually. I reckon that's the issue, because I'm offsetting it into a position which probably isn't allowed. Is that correct? I go console now. Okay, did it actually hot swap, though? You never know. Nope, wasn't that. Pocket min plus pocket max divided by 2. And I can do that. But that's not really correct. Don't know what that's trying to do. I don't want to use this. I actually kind of just want to delete that completely, but I can't without restarting the game. So min temp between. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So it's got like the min y of the pocket Got the max Y of the pockets. I don't think this is the issue, actually. It can't be, can it? Shifting by 1 is dividing by 2, right? So I guess that's probably technically a little bit faster. But that won't solve the issue. Yeah, there's just nothing. Every single time. To Y. Wait, it's not even using that. Oh wait, never mind. I was only using that there. In that case, I reckon this method is doing it wrong based on the min Y and the max Y, right? That's like, is pocket wide enough? Column sample, is column air between the min Y and the max Y? What's min Y and max Y? Min Y is between... Okay, that's not correct. Oh, wait. But that's fine. I don't need to do that. But let's just inline those. Inline. Keep... no, don't do that. Inline, keep that. And inline, keep that. Those will go in there. Int step equal to, let's just define that as a variable. I'm gonna do that's probably better. Is this the issue for int Y is equal min Y? Why is this not equal to max Y? Oh. Because this is checking every single column, right? In that entire min Y max Y. Not the height, the entire min Y max Y. So it takes a single column, right? So if we go in the game here, right? It's taking a column. Say, for example, this column right here. Right? It's finding that there's a space between there and down there. So, right? So that's tall enough. It knows that's tall enough. But then it comes into here. Or, well, this block actually isn't good because it's next to a wall. Let's just say it takes... I don't fucking know. This column right here, where I'm standing. From up there, from up there to down there, right? So it takes that entire column. It says, okay, there's a space between this block right here and... Give it a second. And I think it's this one. This block right here. It might not be this one. You get the point, right? So it knows that it's a space that wide. And then what it's doing is it's going out, say, 4 blocks. It probably won't be 4 blocks, but we'll say 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll just say for the sake of it here. It's not going to be exactly 4 blocks, but whatever. So it reaches here, and then it tries to do the exact same thing. Rather than saying, okay, let's pick a range in this area to try and sample. It's not doing that. it's sampling the entire height of it every single time, which is why it's never generating, because that's never going to happen. The space would have to be, wow, it would have to be, I don't even know how that would ever work. I don't think it would ever work. Yeah, like this method is incorrect then. So rather than choosing between the entire min y and max y, it just needs to find a space that fits the radius. Fortunately, that's not easy. I'm gonna have to do some kidnapping, chat. I am gonna have to kidnap Basti, I think. I'm gonna have to kidnap him, and I'm gonna have to get him to fix this method for me. Because it just needs to take in the radius, and then it needs to somehow figure out, like... I mean, this is where the math comes in. It needs to somehow figure out a good position in that column for it to fit. Like, it could... Because it's going to sample the same columns every single time. It just needs to find one where all the columns have a space at a certain height, and then it needs to pick that column. But I don't know how the fuck you would do that. That is some, like, some maths, and I am terrible at maths. So, I will have to try and kidnap Basti at some point. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope you all enjoyed this absolute headache of a stream. I would say next time it won't be like this, but I don't know that's necessarily true, because I have a lot of world gen stuff to do. Maybe next time we'll do structures, which is a little bit different. It's not as painful as... I know we're doing structures now, but I mean more like structures. This is more of like a... These are more features, if we're being honest, rather than structures. I'm talking like buildings and shit. Maybe we'll do that next time. Or maybe we'll do entities, actually, because I have a lot of entities I need to add. So maybe we'll do those. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. I hope you all enjoyed. And we'll have the usual railroad streams Saturday and Sunday, I believe. Yes, Saturday and Sunday. So I will see you all then. Goodbye.